What is up, my collie friends? Welcome to the video. Thank you for clicking on the link. I appreciate it as always. Got a special little announcement for you guys before we jump into the technique for today. Awesome announcement, actually. Collie Center is going to be having their first, as far as I know, this is their first official seminar on the West Coast. They're going to be having the seminar out here in Long Beach, Washington, in August. It's looking like August 10th, but I'll let you know for sure. This is going to be an official Collie Center seminar. It's going to be a 2-day seminar. I will let you know more details as far as like pricing and solid date as soon as that is decided on. They will be announcing this on their media and all that stuff too. Just figured I'd give you guys the inside scoop. So John Thompson is actually going to be the one teaching the seminar. For those of you that don't know, John is Collie Center's Seattle chapter leader. He also, other than Tom, has been training, as far as I know, the only person that's been training with Paul longer than John Thompson has is Tom. And so he's been training with Paul for like over a decade. I'm pretty sure it's like 10, 11, 12 years, something like that, directly underneath Paul. But on top of that, he actually is training with, I can't remember his name, it's either Sergey or Sergio or I don't know, something like that. It's basically John's instructor in Seattle is one of the world's best fencers, like legitimately gone to competition on some of the world's toughest like fencing competitions and won. Like this, the guy that John trains with up in Seattle is awesome. And so John is really good at melding the Filipino martial arts with like Spanish and European destreza. And I'm telling you, if you have an opportunity to make this seminar, you really should. It'll definitely be worth it. John said he's thinking about focusing on small weapons because that's kind of what he feels like he specializes in, and sounds like it might be a fun time. So, like I said, 2-day seminar in August. I'll let you guys know the exact date and cost and all that stuff as soon as that's set down in stone. Anyway, let's get to the video, right? Let's get to the technique. So, I've been playing around with this form. It's the advanced manipulations form, or the wrist manipulations form that Paul teaches in the Continuum pack on Collie Center's website, on the colliecenter.training. If you want to learn this solo Espada form, you should check out that pack. I'll show it really quickly here a couple of times for you guys. But what I did is and I highly encourage you guys to do stuff like that, just for fun. I decided to turn it into an Espada Daga form, and just because I want to play around with using my left hand with this weapon independently while doing these advanced manipulations. And so I'm going to show you kind of how I turn this into an Espada Daga form. Maybe it's something that you can play around with. I was having fun with it, so I figured why not throw it up here for you guys. But before I do, let me show you the solo Espada form. So the wrist manipulations form starts out in your ready position like this, and then you're going to take this up in the reverse chamber, and you're coming out and you're doing your number 1 Watik. This can also come down like on an angle like this. It can be tip out or tip down, either one. You got your number 2 Watik or abanico, and once again the tip can be out or it can be coming down, either one. Your number 3 Watik or abanico, which you're striking with the back of the blade going forward that way, like so, right? And then your number 4 Watik or abanico, which is from the number 4 chamber, and you whip it out like that. Boom, like that, okay? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then you've got your haradas. So you've got 1, 2, 3 haradas, and then it goes to your doblete, which is main edge strike, wrist manipulation, main edge strike. Number 2 doblete, main edge strike, wrist manipulation, main edge strike. to your floretes, which is back edge, main edge, back edge, main edge, down to the number 3 position, back edge, main edge, back edge, main edge, and then your etiquetes, which you come around this way and you cut, and then you circle this way and you thrust, and you come back to chamber, and then the starting position. Facing this way, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 abanicos, 1, 2, 3 jaradas, and then doblete, doblete, florete, 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 and then etiquette. Boom. Like that. I'll do it this way one time, and then I'll show you how I put the knife to it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Doblete, doblete, florete, 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 etiquetes. Boom. Like that. Okay. Now for the fun. Let's do with the Daga here. So my main point in this is learning how to use this hand, this weapon, this short weapon, independently and as a supporting weapon with the advanced manipulations, with these wrist manipulations. So when we start off in the ready position like this, your knife is in the number 1 position, and when you bring this up in the reverse chamber, your knife is going to come down from position 1 to position 2. You're going to see it float in between these a bit here. So comes down, boom, like that, right? And then you come out with teak, with teak, with teak. Notice that I made room for this. When this is going, I don't want to leave this in the number 2 position. So after you do your number 3 with teak, your knife transitions back to position 1 as you come here for the number 4 abanico or batik, whatever you want to call it. So we've got boom, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then our jaradas, 1, 2, 3. And when I come to chamber, I'm throwing a high jab with the daga. Then my dobletes. So I'm coming down to position 2 here and going doblete. As this comes down to my hip, I'm doing my pass-through thrust with the daga. Doblete with my number 2 dobletes, right? Then coming with a backhand or a palm up thrust with the daga. This comes down to number 2 position or 1, it doesn't matter. And you do your floretes. Boom. Another pass-through thrust with the daga. Florete. Another palm up backhand thrust with the daga. And then we're doing number 3 florete, number 4 florete. But notice how far back this is so that I can do all these manipulations here without having to worry about running into the knife, right? So you got your number 4 florete. And then when I come up and I strike my 4, I'm going to do a supporting low jab, boom, to high jab, and then I'm doing my etiquetes. 1, boom, thrust. As this comes to chamber, I'm doing a palm down thrust with the daga. And that's it. Let's run through that again. So, coming up in the reverse chamber, your daga transitions to position 2. Abanico, abanico, abanico. Transitions to position 1 to make room for your 4. Boom. And then our jaradas. 1, 2, 3. And you strike your high jab. Doblete. Pass through thrust. Doblete. Backhand palm up thrust. Florete. Pass through thrust. Florete. Backhand palm up thrust with the daga. Number 3 florete. Number 4, Florete, making plenty of room with your Daga there. And as this strikes, you strike that low jab, high jab, etiquetes, boom, and thrust, palm down thrust with the Daga. Return to the start. Do it this way. With tick, with tick, with tick, boom, harada, 1, 2, 3, jab, doblete, pass through thrust, doblete, backhand thrust, florete, pass through thrust, florete, backhand thrust. Number 3, florete. Number 4, florete, low jab, high jab, etiquete, palm down thrust with the Daga. Back to the start. Do it this way, kind of slowly, and then I'll run through it a few times for you guys. Abanico, abanico, abanico. Number 4, abanico. Harada. 3, high jab, doblete, pass through thrust. Doblete, backhand thrust. Florete, pass through thrust. Backhand florete, backhand thrust with the Daga. Number 3, florete. Number 4, florete. Low jab, high jab, etiquete, boom, palm down thrust. Return to the start. Run through it a few times for you guys. See if I can get through this without making any mistakes, huh? That, go through it a couple more times. This side, 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Like that. All right. That's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. You're amazing. Hope you guys can make it out to the seminar this Sunday. This summer. Should be a lot of fun. There's not a better time to be in Long Beach than August. I will tell you, Long Beach, Washington in August, absolutely gorgeous. So anyway, more details about that in the future. If any of you guys happen to be in the Long Beach, Washington area and you want to come learn some awesome Kali, come on out to my classes. I teach on Tuesdays from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. at the Long Beach Grange. And I teach Saturday mornings from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. at the Long Beach Elementary School in the outdoor basketball court. Classes are a ton of fun. People have a lot of fun with this stuff. And this is a very practical application martial arts. It's a very applicable martial arts for real life situations. So anyway, thanks again for watching all the way to the end. You guys are awesome. God bless. Deuces.